Hey guys, want to learn systems to make more money, create more time, and get more fit? I've got tips for you. Today's a productivity hack on making your cell phone more productive. But first, make sure you like and subscribe down below. Share this with others so we can all become more productive in our lives and get more of what we want. I'll get right into it. So we're going to pop up my other screen here because I got some screenshots for you. So the first thing you're going to want to do in your phone is you're going to want to go into settings. So I will include links to all these in the show notes down below. But in your settings, you scroll down from the top of your phone, and then you'll see this menu here. And in the settings, you search settings, you type in app notifications, and it will show this next menu. And then you say see all 60 apps. Click that. Now you go here, and here where you're going to want to shut off almost all of these things. So there's lots of things in here that you don't need. So you don't need notifications from YouTube unless you're a YouTube publisher. You don't need notifications from Skype unless you want to accept Skype calls on the fly all the time. So whatever things you don't need that you are not driving, you want to be very careful and have it only have those things. So the only couple things I have on here is Messenger and phone. I believe I have one other thing. I can't recall what it is right now, but those are the two that I put as notifications. I don't want Gmail notifications because that's something where I'll eventually get to it. I don't want the phone saying, hey, you got a new mail. You've got a new mail, because then you're checking it constantly, and you shouldn't be doing that with your time. You shouldn't be a slave to others. That's essentially what you're doing, is you're making yourself a slave by any of these notifications. So be careful of what you want to be a slave to, unless you want to be a slave to that. So if that's your thing, go for it. The next setting, so that's setting number one. Setting number two is bedtime mode. So what this will do is this will change your phone color to be gray. It's grayscale is really what it is. But you type in same process, you scroll your phone down from the top, and in the very top you type in bedtime mode or grayscale. And here you could set the times that you want this to start and when you want it to end. My times start at 5 p.m. because I want it to my eyes get used to less and less light, so I sleep better because my sleep stats improve when I see less blue light, and it ends at 10 a.m. And actually, there was a time here. I'm going to switch over to me. There was a time where I actually had that where it was all the time, because something that the app people do is they make it so anything red grabs your attention. So you want to check it. You naturally just do. You get attracted to the color red. That's why stop signs are red and ambulance licenses are red. So they go, hey, check out our stuff. And if you look at it, I want to click on it too. And knowing this about myself, and knowing this about most people, and knowing this about the way they design, you can combat that by putting on this bedtime mode all the time. Now, it makes things less enjoyable, meaning like you watching YouTube videos. But should you really be using all your time for watching YouTube videos? I'm happy that you're watching me, but I'm thinking you probably want to make sure you're using your time the most effective as you want to use it. So you don't want to be addicted to what other people are doing on there, or slaves to them, essentially. So that's setting number two that you want to be. The third thing you want to do, and this is more of a process thing, is you want to fill the home screen only with icons you should be using. Not necessarily that you use a lot, but ones you should be. For example, I use YouTube a lot. I really shouldn't be. I was using it a lot, so what I did is I actually set a timer on it where you can say, hey, limit my time on this app to only be an hour a day. So, and that's still a lot, and I still hit that every once in a while, which is crazy. So, sometimes when I'm holding my kid or I'm doing work around the house or the yard, I listen to YouTube as it goes. But anyways, so that's a side bonus. But the thing is, you really only want to have things you want to use or should be using on your main screen, and make those other things you shouldn't be using but you like harder to get to. So I don't have YouTube anywhere on my top screens. I have to scroll all the way down to the bottom to get at it. So I make it difficult because I should put resistance. You're essentially putting resistance in the way of what you want to use, or yes, what you want to use, not just, and then make it easy for what you should be. So I have on my main screen, I have messaging, I have notes where I read, like a pocket where I'm reading apps, and I have Skype because I want to make sure that I'm talking to some of my friends who are business partners, and WeChat, so where I'm talking to my suppliers, and a notes app where I'm always taking notes about what I want to do, what I want to get done, and I have it in order, essentially, where I know if I knock it off, then I'm in the right order. So, but essentially make it so it's all productive stuff on your main page, where you're getting more out of your life and you're accomplishing things where you'd feel good about doing them. Because later on you'll just take the easy way, And the easy way is just go on the front screen, click YouTube real quick. You're setting yourself up for failure. So you got to make it hard for yourself to fail. So that's what doing these steps are. So, all right. To continue learning, I recommend checking out my video on unlimited data anywhere, and we'll keep growing together. Make sure to share this with others if you think it's helpful, and we'll be talking later.